we've got Mark, Christian, and Paul here from A1. Yes!
Hey.
I mean, there's no live audience here because we're back to the COVID times on Zoom with the guys, but they will be in the UAE very soon in Dubai, 22nd of September. We're so hyped to have you guys here. We're excited. Are you guys hyped for it as well?
Most definitely. We can't wait to come back. And, saying come back, we haven't been there for over 20 years as a band.
Whoa.
So it's about time, really. We're so excited, though. We've been there a few times as tourists and stuff, and I love going out there. And in fact, I was just saying to the guys, when I met my soon-to-be wife, we're getting married in a week and a half.
Right.
Our first holiday together was to Dubai, so we have very, very good memories from there. Very much
so
looking forward to
nice.
coming back.
Oh, yeah. We cannot wait to have you guys. I mean, catch me up. Since the 2000s, I mean, I first got into you guys in the 2000s, and I'm just going to confess here, I stalked you for a while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I used to come to Glasgow Airport. You guys did all the morning kids shows. Remember the Saturday morning shows? They were in Glasgow quite a lot, and I made my aunt take me to the airport at 6 a.m. to come and meet you guys. So
which morning program in Glasgow?
No, was the Saturday show, wasn't it?
I think it was a Saturday show or FBI or one of those back in the day. Yeah. And it was presented by Danny Bear. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
a long time ago.
I know. But that was.
So we have met. So we should be saying, "Oh, it's good to see you again."
Hey.
That's what celebs do, isn't it? And you're like, "Oh, do you remember meeting me at Glasgow Airport in 2001?" And you're like, "Yeah, of course."
Well, actually, normally we are pretty good, but I think that is going back a little bit. And I'm guessing you may have changed your hair a little bit, maybe.
Well, that was when I was a natural blonde, boys, but I can't really say that anymore. But yeah, I mean, the 2000s was a crazy time to be a pop star, right? Things were so different then. I mean, what do you remember? Because there was always hysteria for you guys back then.
I remember when we did go to those Saturday morning shows that there would be a lineup of fans outside the gates holding up really, really rude signs, which we couldn't repeat here on air. And they would come along with their signs and ready or not. I remember one particular, ready or not, I really have to leave it there. I can't say the rest of it. Isn't that so? I bring in the tone right
and
down.
And that was me, but I was only 11.
You were only 11.
Oh dear.
So much wrong with that. But I mean,
of all the things we could remember about the 2000s, I apologize for that.
Well, don't apologize because I think that's great. And did it work or?
No.
It didn't. All right, Mark.
Well, back then, obviously our fans were a bit younger than us, most of them. It was like teenage girls. But now, 25 years later, which is why I think one of the reasons why we're busier than ever now is there's a real sort of nostalgia thing going on with like 25 years ago. Our fans were teenagers. Now they're grown and they want to, relive their youth. And I think that's a fantastic thing because we can go down memory lane with them. And we enjoy it very, very much. I mean, we've been doing a lot of gigs in Scandinavia this summer. Called like We Love the 90s and 2000s and that kind of stuff. And it really is more popular than ever with music from the 90s and the early 2000s. And we feel that and we're very grateful for that. Even though we are writing and releasing new music as well. We'll be coming out, in fact, and we got a special for you. We're going to be performing our brand new single for the first time in Dubai on the 22nd of September. So that's going to be very exciting. A new song called "Call Me When You Land." So yeah, we're excited about bringing some new music, but obviously we'll be playing all the hits. That's what we know. That's what fans want to hear. But as songwriters, and we keep writing, and we feel like we got to come with some new stuff as well.
This is exciting. So we're going to get the exclusive first performance. And what about? I've got to ask because you guys were well up with the moves back then. Are we going to see the A1 moves come back? Paul's like, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no moves. I'm not even going. That's I go to any of these shows. It's the moves. The iconic moves from the 2000s and the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, Paul actually choreographed some of our dance moves.
Come on, Paul. So you were responsible for, the cool slide to the side, that kind of thing. I love it.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. All I remember choreographing was Ready or Not, the Ready or Not dance. That's the only thing I remember doing. I choreographed our tour.
Well, Mark and I, at least, I hope I'm not just speaking for myself, but I think we have dancing wasn't our strongest suit. So we worked hard at it. We worked really hard at it. Like we had to, it was a chore. But now that let's face it, men in our 40s, dancing is so much fun. It's like, and I think it's fun to watch us dance as well. And we, of course, we're coming with dance moves because now there's no pressure in having to look amazing at it. I think we still look pretty good for our age and stuff, but it's fun. I mean, I meant the dancing, obviously, but it's
because you didn't fill me with much hope there, Christian, when you were like, I feel like people will find it fun to watch us dance these days. What do you mean?
Well, there's something funny about boy band.
I think he does mean funny, because I agree. It is fun. Because we never imagined we'd still be doing these moves at this age. So there is something a little bit funny about it, like to see if we can get through it without, I don't know, breaking a hip or something. So it's just fun in that respect. Can we do it without tripping over or bumping into each other? Probably not.
I'm excited to see it, guys. I really am. I mean, right, let's go back. Mark. Yeah, the grab. The boy band grab.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
Grab the sun, put it in your pocket.
Oh. Grab the sun,
put it down into your pocket.
Bam. And then you've got to do a body roll, Gad.
Oh, yeah, you will. But unfortunately, Ben's not here. He's the one that does the body roll. I'm just hurting my back.
Well, let's go back to the 2000s, because I guess, your big breakout, I think the song that really hit for you guys was when you did Take On Me, right? I remember that was massive, went straight into number one. And how did that happen? Because here at Love 107.1, we love our 80s tunes, we love our 90s, we love our 2000s. And how did that come about, you guys doing an Aha song?
Well, I'm Norwegian, and it came about because of that, really. We've had our first album. We actually did have 4 top 10 hits in the UK before Take On Me, which we had written all of them. And I think Every Time was the real first international big hit we had. It was number 3 in the charts in the UK and broke us into, Asia and a lot of the rest of the world. But the record company was like, to get you to number 1 where you deserve to be, we should do a cover. Is there Christian, you're Norwegian, is there a Norwegian band? I was like, no. I was like, oh yeah, there's Aha, there's Take On Me. It's like, no, we can't do that.
We can't touch that.
I literally said no about I got the veto right to say no to this. And this is before the internet, and we were on tour in Australia, I think, and I sent the DAT of the mix back 5 times before I finally thought, okay, this is kind of representable. It's sort of true to the original, but a little bit more modern sounding, and I can sort of I can live with this version if I ever move back to Norway. And I'm really glad we did, because it became our first number 1 song, and not only that, Aha's version only made it to number 2 in the charts in the UK, which is pretty cool. So we took it to number 1 where it belongs to be. And even in Norway, I just learned that. I learned this last week at a TV show that we're doing. Someone was saying we actually stayed longer in the charts in Norway than the original version of the song did, which is pretty awesome. So we're very happy. And I'm sure Aha are happy with that as well. At least their accountants are happy with our version.
Can I add to this? To this? Actually, it wasn't just the song that we did. It was everything. It was a case of everything lining up at exactly the right time. Even the routine and the video that we did. Obviously, you can't compete with the original video. It's so iconic. But we did our own kind of a modern take on. It was a little bit like The Matrix. It was a very futuristic Tron-like video. But I remember the first time that we performed Take On Me live, it was in Scotland. I think it was in Glasgow.
Right.
And when the audience saw that routine, that was a really full on back to dancing again, the audience just went nuts, and it was the first time they'd seen it. And I think that was when we knew, okay, everything's in line to just connect and click. And that was the first time that things really clicked with us, and it just kind of took it to the next level. So the record labels were right in terms of doing the cover version. It definitely did kind of take us to the next level.
You know, guys.
And then the next song.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then it went up from that on. Like you said, that really catapulted us to the next level. And then the next single, which we did write, Same Old Brand New You, was number 1 as well. And then it just took off from there.
I mean, Same Old Brand New. I mean, if, you know, AHA had any sense, they should cover that.
They should do a cover of that.
That would be a great idea.
So, just saying.
That's a brilliant idea. When you next interview AHA, can you suggest that?
Sure. Yeah, I'll just tell them straight. I'll say, you guys didn't quite make it before, but this is how I'm going to get you to number 1. But, guys, I've got to tell you, this is a bit awkward. My mum really dislikes you guys, right? But it's not personal, right? It's not personal. The reason why is because I was 11 years old when that came out. Okay, Take On Me. We were in the back garden. As you do, every single Sunday I had the official chart on, right? And it was blasting out of my kitchen window into the garden. Me and my friends were there and we were waiting to see if Take On Me got to number 1, right? We were all waiting. We were all screaming teenagers. You got to number 1 and we screamed like no one has ever screamed before, running around the garden like, "Wah!" Next door, what we didn't realize is they just had a brand new baby. So the neighbor was at my mother's door 5 minutes later, banging on the door, saying they were going to call the police. And ever since then, when my mum heard that song on the radio, she was like, turn that off. So you started real drama on my street because of that song. You got anything to say?
I thought you were going to say when it got to number 1, they played AHA's version.
Did they?
Which I think they've done that a few times, didn't they? Or someone did. I'm sure there's a few radio stations that played.
Or maybe
they couldn't actually bring themselves to play the new version.
Maybe you converted that baby next door to being the youngest A1 fan. Maybe. They were like, what's all this all about? And they became an A1 fan from day one.
Right, but what have you got in store for us at the Dubai gig? Because we're very excited. It's September 22nd in Dubai at the Agenda.
That's right. We're really looking forward to. Of course, we're going to do all the biggest hits. You know, the Take On Me and Caught in the Middle, Every Time. You know, Like a Rose. All the songs that we know our fans will want to hear. But then also, of course, like we mentioned, the brand new single "Call Me When You Land" that you'll actually hear before it's released, because it's not released until the 6th of October. But we'll play it anyway. We'll play it for Dubai, and then it's going to be. We're just going to have fun going down memory lane together, you know, with you guys, and we were so excited to be there. There's going to be dance moves, and there's going to be some vocal
Paul's practicing. Look,
I'm already there. I'm 2 steps ahead of the game.
And there's got to be some hugs. It's got to be some hugs.
Well, I want a hug from you guys because I deserve it for being your number one stalker.
You deserve it
today. Yeah. Right, guys, thank you so much for the chat. It was brilliant to speak to you, and I'll see you when you get here, all right?
Yeah.
Lovely to speak to you.
Thank you so much, darling. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.